No lah, it's not 8 doors.
Huh? 不是咩？
It's not 4 doors 吗？ They only go 1, 2, 3, 4.
On this episode of Get It,
Yes.
okay, I want to show you what my house could have been like. This homeowner actually came to my house to take a look at my house, and then he rectified himself.
He's like a bad example of how a house should be like.
Correct, then he improved on it.
Right.
Yeah. So this house is a 3-bedroom condo, 1,800 square feet, and the theme is modern minimalist. And the home renovation took about 4 months and is done by Daniel and Jaslin from Extrusion, which is the same IDs for my house lah. Basically, right, this is a much bigger version of my house. While you will see a lot of similarity in the house, right, I think they have done it a lot better than mine.
You rather move in here lah.
I'd rather move in here if I could, if I can afford. So starting at the entrance, right, we got this cabinet, this storage. Wait lah.
No, I didn't realize it's cabinet.
Then what you think it was? You thought
it's just a wall.
This is all storage. The storage is all tic-tac. You know what's tic-tac?
I know.
What? Tic-tac means you push, right, you can open. So this is one of Extrusion's signature, right? Is they use modular carpentry. Okay.
Modular means what?
A lot of people go with traditional carpentry. They will bring the cabinet to your house. They will start to saw. Then all the sawdust is there, and then they will use glue to 放一片一片. Then there will be a lot of formaldehyde. It's not good for health.
Modular means 他们 fix without like sawing that kind of thing.
It's all machine fabricated. So it's all done in one shot. And then if you can see, right, the inside outside all looks the same, and there's no plywood that is stick by glue. And then because it's machine cut, right, it's also very precise. How tall you want, how wide you want, and even all the curves, right, they can make. It's a lot better than traditional carpentry. However, I do have to say that it's a little bit more X.
Of course lah, 你要 precision,
对
accuracy, 你要给钱的嘛。
一分钱一分货。
Correct. All these are storage.
All these are all storage. Some is like almost floor to ceiling.
Oh my god.
And another thing, right, if you notice, right, all these storage and cabinets, right, it all have this floating effect. So it's like hollow here, so you can put your other stuff here lah.
And you can put things that you might want to display out. Maybe your small little figurines, then you can take a look when you are free. One thing I learned, right, from my own renovation is that storage really very important. That was the one thing I overlooked when I was doing my renovation, right? And I was like, shit, now I got no space to store my things.
Correct. So basically, this is the entrance area, and you see the majority of the storage is here already.
Right. But there's one thing that I felt like can improve.
What?
A place to wear your shoes. They don't. They have.
They have here.
It's also storage. Oh my god.
If I'm not wrong, right, it's also storage, 是吗？是哦。
It's that seamless to the point where I didn't even realize.
Right.
Damn, that's crazy.
So the color scheme very similar to my house also, if you notice. It's all wood accents and very creamy look. A lot of homeowners contacted Extrusion, right, to do like my house. They have this type of small features, right, that they will want to do for their house, so it looks a little bit more unique.
Right.
If not, everybody's house look like mine. But you haven't seen the best part. Okay? The best part, and my favorite part, is the living room. Before we even enter the living room, right, this is also another signature of Extrusion, is that they have this cave-like texture. This one is actually made with cement. So everybody's house, when they do this, right, is different one.
Can I do a test? Sorry, I want to do a test.
Sturdy one. Your one is Kong one, right? Hollow one, right?
Yeah, my hollow one. So when I touch it, right, you know sometimes when you not do, you touch your walls, right?
Okay.
Right. Everybody does that.
Okay.
Then I knock, right, then it feels a bit hollow and then feel a bit fake.
Because it's hollow.
Yeah.
But this one is real one.
This one is real one.
So it really have the natural cave type of texture. So you will see this in my house, you will see this in Liner house, and you will see this in this house, and all is done by Extrusion. So it's very their signature. This condo is an older type, and older type typically got this split level. But how they make the split level look more classy is, of course, they use the wood accent, right, to make it look like, wow, very modern. You will notice, right, this stairs also have the floating.
You see? It gives a lot of layers because 它有放 light 在下面, so it's not so plain.
Correct.
And I love how it's so seamless, and it's just these small little details, right, that adds to everything.
Very similarly, they have almost like the same sofa as me. I thought they copied my design, but no, they actually had this sofa for a very long time. This to me, right, is the cream pre-us this resistance coup de grace. This whole TV feature wall, right, is something that I have never seen before. Inside, right, got few metal concrete steel bars, right, to make sure that it holds its shape, and then they plaster this curve. And not only that, right, all the wires are hidden behind, connected all the way into here. They keep everything here, right? So that it's very, very neat and all their devices can still work with their TV and you won't see any wire.
Yeah, this feels like an upgrade.
Yeah.
It's not only like they didn't wall mount it, they create this whole extension and then they still manage to hide all the wires.
Correct.
Wow, that one next level.
That's another style of extrusion, right? They believe, right, aesthetics and functionality can coexist. Because I think a lot of idea is 你要美就没有 function， 你要 function 呢就没有美。
I think when 我在做 reno 的时候，我只想 aesthetic. So I forgot about
all the storage.
That's a big problem.
That's why we learn. Then next time your house, you
correct.
Of course, this is a very, very striking feature. We have this fireplace. So in the 3D, right, actually they make it like a fireplace, but it's so impractical in Singapore. So it's like a diffuser. They can put like essential oil.
Oh wow! And I see like it's automatic one, right?
Correct. It's such a striking feature. It's such a conversational piece. And not to forget, right, all this, right, also got even more storage.
很多嘞，
很多，真的是很多 storage. 不是全部是 big tank. I think they have fully utilized this space while not closing it up, right, to make the house look very squeezy and small.
Overall, I feel like this living room, right, is kind of my dream living room. To me, living room must be cozy.
Correct.
It must feel
inviting.
Yeah.
It must feel inviting.
And this one, right, I feel like I'm in the woods, isolated from the rest of society.
Correct.
Then I sit at the sofa, I watch this very beautiful TV, and there's a fireplace in front of me. I just relax and watch my show.
Having this split level, right, creates this illusion.
Like
you are separated from everything.
Correct.
You sit here just entertainment, relax, no work, no anything. Apart from the living room, right, we also have the balcony. But before I show you the balcony, I need to show you my mistake number 2.
Mistake number 2.
Yeah, you look at their sheer curtains, right? This is a sheer curtains, okay?
Sheer 不是你以前那个 LC talent. Sheer.
My one also from Secret Furnishing. Theirs is also from Secret Furnishing. It's just that I think
你选错啦。
我选错. My one is like harsh lights coming in when the sun is really directly there. So it really gets the soft, wispy effect that I want.
Right. I think it differs from people because personally, right, I like light coming in. It makes me feel like not so dark, very dark. Then I feel very moody.
But then you can just open it. You open then 就亮了.
But 太亮. I want sun coming in, but I don't want too much because it will get hot also.
Because Secret Furnishing have so much variety, right? You can choose this type of sheer, my type of sheer, or blackout, anything you want. But luckily, right, for Secret Furnishing, right, they have a large variety of day curtains and night curtains. Okay, they have motorized and non-motorized. So this is non-motorized, right? You can manually pull. It's just like normal curtain lah. But they also got motorized. So like when you tug a bit, right, it will start to close by itself. But of course, before we step into the balcony, right, I want to show you 8 doors Sereno sliding door. I show you how. Each of the door will just close by itself, okay? Then
how you soft closing?
How you soft closing? Plus, there's no bottom track, so it's very you won't cut out lah.
And you won't like trip over sometimes.
Correct. So the balcony opens up to this gorgeous view, and like I say, right, Secret Furnishing got all sorts of solutions, whether it comes to curtain, blind, zip tracks, or invisible grill. So this invisible grill, right, is very useful, right? If you got pets or kids, right, then they can't jump out lah. Physically, they can't.
Correct. Yeah. Oh, it's quite sturdy one.
It's very sturdy one. Don't break it lah.
No lah, I'm sure won't break one lah. You see? The test.
So this one is stainless steel, so it won't rust. It's anti-peel and anti-rust.
And I think they also coat with a small little plastic thing so you won't cut yourself.
Yeah, you won't cut yourself. But then if this is not enough, right, they also got zip trap. Hey! So of course this zip trap can block wind, rain, and sun, and it can enclose this area. So technically, right, you can enclose this entire balcony, right, and still on the aircon.
I think it's a very good solution because, right, balcony is either too hot or like if you enclose, right, then it doesn't feel like a balcony.
Correct.
This one gives you the option of having both.
Yeah.
Either enclose or you open like an open space.
Correct. Okay, so that's it for the balcony. Now I'm gonna show you the dining table.
My favorite part of the house.
Of course, I can tell.
Correct.
看得出来，看得出来。
有点饿了。
来。
有点饿。
So over here at the dining area, the dining table and chair pretty standard lah. This is something that I wish that maybe they go with a grey and center table would be nice lah. But this one is cut preference lah. But this one is more sturdy because it's anti-scratch, anti-dust and all that lah. But what I want to highlight, right, is what Extrusion done for their storage here. Okay, they actually cater space for a Dreamy Robo vacuum.
Oh, Dreamy!
Wait, you know what's this, right?
Yeah.
What?
This is the Dreamy Aqua 10 Pro. I use Dreamy myself, but of course this is a different version.
Correct.
So what I know about this vacuum, right, is a track type roller mop. But that's not the special thing. It has this function, right, where there's real-time spray water. So it will clean your mop while it's mopping. For myself personally, right, I don't like robotic things because I want to manually, like, like, the mop dirty, I will actually clean.
You mean your mother lah?
Yeah lah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's spreading the germs all over the place. When I mop here, then I just spread all the way there.
Okay.
That's only one of its good function.
Okay, what more?
Because they're so particular about their cleanliness, right? They have this up to 100-degree hot water in their docking station, which helps to remove all the stubborn grease, or high heat will kill all the bacteria. All
okay, like sterilize.
Correct. Then the bacteria just But generally, if you don't know, right, Dreamy vacuum cleaners, they can go through obstacles one. So you can overcome up to 6 centimeter obstacles. And they have this app where they can map out your entire house automatically. All you need to do, right, is just put the vacuum cleaner and just press start. Then how we like
scan
sensor, then your whole, they can map up the whole place. And they even can have this like no-go zone. Maybe like you have a kid there or a pet there that you don't want the vacuum cleaner to go or like injure them, right?
Correct.
Then you can mark that as a no-go zone. So it's really very like functional and really very intelligent.
Wow, you're really biggest fan of Dreamy.
Yeah, because I guess it's my dream.
Moving on, we got this Light 8 power track. This one, I think you're also quite familiar with, right?
This one! I tell you, I've never been a bigger advocate of any house appliances.
This one is a must, right? It's
I really think,
out,
yes, correct. It's not just down to the functionality, the aesthetic, even down to the service. I think everything is a 10 out of 10.
I'm a very strong advocate also. I think every house will really need this.
Yes,
it's just so convenient and it looks so much more aesthetic than traditional plug.
Correct. So for all the Swaku people that don't really watch our Reno videos, what it does is it's a very seamless power track that you can mount on your walls, your floor, literally anywhere.
Correct.
And they have this power socket where you can buy separately. It comes with it, but you can buy more. And 1 meter holds up to 14 sockets.
Correct. And then they also got all sorts of different type of combinations of plugs.
Correct.
And not only that, right, all these laminate can be customized.
And even the length of the whole track can also be customized. So what they have this is, I think it's about 30 centimeter.
Correct.
I have at home one whole stretch from my top of the bed to the bottom of my bed.
Right.
That's how long it is. I feel like it's a very, very good substitute for power extension because I realize now at home, right, when I'm using the power track, I just need to switch the sockets here and there and really save a lot of energy, a lot of time, and a lot of space.
If there's only one thing you can do in your house, right, from our videos, right, take this. And they're surprisingly cheap. And they freaking fast because they do it locally. You can tell them the length, for my case, 2 days they come and
correct. And it's so amazing, right, that I don't know if I shared it before. I once met the boss when I was going to, I think, KL for Travelog, right? Then I was like, hey, you going there for holiday? He said, no, he's delivering.
Correct.
He was going for a holiday, but he's super deliver for you. Where got boss 亲自 deliver one? That's crazy.
I think the boss really quite overkill in that sense. They really care a lot about their quality of their product. So basically the dining area is like that, very simple, very functional. You can put like coffee machine or whatever thing here. And they have a lot of storage here. Moving on to the kitchen. But before we move on to the kitchen, I want to show you the lights. Can you guess where this lights is from?
So I think is so luminous.
Correct. Basically, right, they are lighting specialists, okay, or lighting designers. They will take in consideration how much light your house needs and they will layer it accordingly.
Yes, correct.
So they are taking in account the LED strips, the placement of the light, the natural light, and then they will plant the lights.
I really have to say, right, because I have very high expectations of my lighting in my room, because I felt like it's very important when I'm either sleeping or I'm doing my work, right? I feel like the light very glaring. So that's why I told the specialist, and he's like, okay, let me see your layout. You want to see my layout? And then he start to plan for me. He's like, okay, this position better, this position better. When I put here, right, when you're sitting down on your desk, you cannot see the light.
And you only got like what, 6 bulbs?
6 bulbs,
And they still will go plan for you, right? If there's only one thing you need to spend on your renovation, right, you really need to spend on a good light. The only good light that I know is for so luminous.
Why did he decide to do like one whole track of light all the way from one end to the other?
That's why it's nicely spaced out, and then it will highlight things. If you notice, right, the plant there, right, the light is just 刚刚好去打那个灯. Yeah, so this whole look, right, is very cohesive.
So I like how they put this throughout their whole entire house, because even that one video they showed me just now, they put the cove lighting.
Yeah, and it's hidden inside one. You can't see the strip.
It really brings out the whole design, and I can tell that this is so much nicer with the light.
In the kitchen, right, you will see this very familiar familiar thing. My house also have.
哎，这个是一个 UFO 来的。
对，它做一个整个 circle of fabric light.
Wow.
Yeah, and look at this. If you notice, fabric light 好处就是 it won't cast shadow. Your shadow is there, but it's so soft you can't see it.
Yeah. This fabric light is also from Seoul Luminate.
No, actually.
Oh.
This one actually from Taobao one.
Oh wow.
So fabric light is another type of lighting
Right.
that is not easily done. Behind this fabric light is layers and layers of LED strip. It's just like when we shooting, we got a diffuser, right?
Yep.
They diffuse the whole lighting to have this thing. This is actually the concept that I wanted for my house, which I don't have the space for 啦，就是一个 open concept kitchen.
But 你都没有煮。
对，我要那个 vibe 嘛。I want to pretend 嘛，I want to pretend.
Okay.
But he have this space that I don't have. I really like what they did with the kitchen. It's very functional in the sense that you wash things here, you open your fridge here, then you prepare here, and then it's evenly littered. Right. Wow, it looks so aesthetic. Obviously, this whole island, right, also have a lot of storage.
Wow.
Everything is soft closing.
I realized that even their storage is consistent throughout the whole entire house.
Yes. So this is the dry kitchen. Now I show you wet kitchen. This one, right, they actually separated this, right, with a door, right, that's very similar to my room. Check this out. You press, right, and then it will close up precisely at the point. So this is the Post-Reno pocket sliding door from 8 doors.
Is this a new thing? I have never seen this before.
My house got because you never do the door with me, that's why you don't know.
Yeah.
And obviously you didn't watch the video. It's only 1 hour video, you don't want to watch.
Because it's a bad example.
This one is not electrical, it's mechanical one. So you just press, right, it comes out. And I really like it, right, because they hide it behind a wall, right, so you don't see it when it's hidden. This is their wet kitchen. It's a U-shaped wet kitchen, so that you can like very functionally, right, don't need to walk here, walk there.
Right.
It's just you just turn here, turn there, right, you can do a lot of things here.
And I also noticed they have a lighting inside here.
Yes, lighting is everywhere.
Correct, because lighting really can use for anything.
Especially for kitchen, because you got a lot of appliances.
Correct.
So after this, right, we are going to see the service yard. Behind this is the service yard, and this door, right, is very similar to the balcony one.
Right.
It's also from 8 doors.
No lah, it's not 8 doors.
不是咩？
It's not 4 doors ma. They only go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I need you to check out, right, the whole service yard.
What's so big? I thought it was like end of the house really.
And their service has so much space.
Yes.
And again, everything is so seamlessly kept. So Extrusion have kept everything hidden and flush, and then it's very functional also. So of course they got their washer and dryer. They stack vertically to maximize the space. And then here they got the Solar Pro from Steigen.
So the thing about this laundry thingy, right?
Yeah.
I'm really not sold by.
Why?
I'm more of a traditional man. I'm talking about the traditional way of drying your clothes.
Which is just
Hanging on the pole and then using sun to dry it, right?
Bake it lah.
Yeah,
to dry it lah.
I'm like that because, right, I feel like drying it the traditional way kills the bacteria. So if, right, as someone that's not sold by this product, how will you sell to me?
Very, very simple. Freaking simple. This is the easiest thing I ever do. What if it rains?
So.
So this one can do it indoor, you can side, and then you can on the wind to dry your clothes. Not only the wind is blowing, it also got heat. So it will kill all the germs, and then raining or sun also can do.
I would rather have this, because dryer feels like it doesn't dry it thoroughly.
Correct, and it takes up a space.
Yeah, and because like it doesn't, it's not evenly spread out compared to this product.
Correct.
And then it might not dry every single clothes thoroughly.
If you put too much, when you don't need it, you can hide it on top. You need it, you bring it down. Very convenient. So this is the Solar Pro from Steigen. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the room and the common toilet, and then we are done already.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Just when you think the house is not big enough, they even got more areas here because this is where all the rooms are and where all the common toilet is. And as you can see, right, the LED strip, right, is really 一条线 from here all the way to the entrance. Before we enter the son's room, I want to talk about this door. Can you guess where this door from?
One door. Of course, this is the Velto art from 8 doors. Because this is the one that I use at my own room.
Yeah,
also.
your whole house only got one 8 door.
Correct. So for people that's not familiar with 8 doors, the Velto art is a flush to the wall design. So it looks very seamless, feels like it's a wall. Then they also have this concealable keyhole. It feels very like, wow, 这个很 slick
Correct.
跟我的 design 很厉害嘞。
Yes.
Like that.
And then of course, you can actually paint the door to match the colors of your wall. Yeah. Okay, so now we will enter the room. We see how big the room room is. So because this is an old condo, right? The room is a lot bigger than traditional setup lah. But I feel like he never do much for his room cause still quite plain.
Right. So quite an ordinary room setup. But I would say simplicity is really the best.
As you can see, like this floating theme, right, continues even for the bed. And then they even put an underlight here. I think the space here, right, for every family member, right, is very generous. This is one of the smallest room we are at already. We haven't even seen the master bedroom and all that, but those are even bigger.
Even the track lighting is also consistent in this room.
Correct.
And it really builds a lot of these layers that you don't feel very constrained in the room. Correct, very small.
There's no compromise. Everything got its own space.
Correct. What I noticed about this room, right, is the owner of this room is a very, very smart person.
Why?
Because he has this very good setup that I think everybody really should go and try.
What's
it's a dual monitor setup.
With no CPU?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't move in. Yes, and I implore everybody to go think about your dream PC setup. But there's one thing I felt like the owner of this room didn't do well. At a computer desk, right? Behind the computer desk, right? If you never put line 8, you're wrong.
什么都没有. Not only that,
yo! Oh shit, I just realized it's behind this computer.
Where? I can't see. Oh yeah, there is.
That's how seamless it is. We didn't even notice.
Okay, moving on to the last area, the toilet. In most of our house tour, right, I always ask the celeb, right, to do the tour in the toilet alone. You notice that?
Yes.
It's because the toilet very small. But for the first time ever, right, he got so much space.
Right. For someone my caliber, still got a lot of space.
Yes. What I want to show you that is special in this toilet, right, is actually this integrated sink. This is actually bought from Taobao.
Wow.
Yeah. This whole sink, right, is made out of one block like that. And then when you on the water, right, it just flows down like that.
Right. So they don't have the splash back.
But this one is actually not stone. You realize? It looks like stone, but it's not stone.
Right.
Yeah, but it has the same effect. For those people that want this type of look, right, you can actually buy it from Taobao.
Honestly, it gives me like the resort vibes. Because of the color theme that it chose. And I feel like, right, this is something that, after 我可能去游个泳 then 我在 resort 再回来 then 我在这里冲凉
Yeah. Let's head back to the living room, then let me tell you more about this house. So one last thing I want to talk about is, of course, the cleaning of this space. Renovation, as you can already experience, is very, very messy and very dirty.
From a 过来人 perspective,
我也是过来很多次了。
对。It's even dirtier than you expect. Initially, I didn't want to hire someone to like clean for me, right? Because I like, it's just a room.
You think you can clean yourself?
I can clean one. Cannot.
That's why you need professionals like Scrub Master, because they will come in teams of 3 or 4, right, with professional equipment to clean every inch of your house.
We have been talking about this service for the longest time. Almost every renovation use this service.
Yeah, confirm one. It's a must.
Yes, and I have actually seen them in action. Really, right. They're really down to the details and they clean every corner and every speck of your house.
So Scrub Master also offer this part-time helper service. Even though I have a full-time helper, right, my full-time helper, right, gets to go home anytime she wants.
Wow.
So half the year, she's not here one. It's okay, I will let her, like she feel like she want to be with her family, celebrate Hari Raya, what, she go back. 她一回就回3个星期4个星期 Then who do housework? Obviously not me. So I get a part-time helper from Scrub Master. So I've engaged this particular helper, right, a couple of times already. Every time she come, right, she just equal level of detailedness. She don't get comfortable and say, this one never mind, last week I cleaned.
Yeah, you gotta hire me anyway.
Correct, right. Apart from post-renovation service, they also got the part-time helper service.
It doesn't even have to be like, your full-time helper goes back to the hometown. It can be like, this particular month, I'm very busy, I really need a helper. Someone like me that I don't engage helpers a lot of time. Maybe I don't need that service. I think you also can engage them.
Sometimes you want to help your mother out, just hire lah.
Right.
Okay, so after looking at this entire house, right, what do you think about this house?
When I first stepped into this house, right, there's only one word that came into my mind.
What?
Cozy.
Like,
I feel like I want to stay here already. It's definitely not the most amazing, out of this world, but it's a home. It screams home to me. I feel like, right, this weekend, right, 我不要出去。我 just 待。
有这种这样你不想出去
Correct. 我都不想出去做工。
Wow， 这个要做工你才可以 afford 这种这样，对不对？
对。Because everything they do, right, is very consistent throughout the whole entire house. They really want this place to be home to them. They make this whole area, right, so comfortable, even down to the lighting. It doesn't scream to you like, hey, it's very bright. It's very subtle, and it really helps with the overall aesthetic of the entire place.
This is what I envision my house to be lah. Unfortunately, I just don't have that space.
Right.
They have like 600 more square feet than me. And of course, this design is all thought up by Extrusion. And when you flash this video, you will receive a free mobile vacuum when you sign a contract valued at 35,000 and above. Alternatively, you can use Easy ID to work with Extrusion and you will get all the rewards that come with it and even possibly win a car. So everything you see in this house, right, we have put it inside a promo deck where you can access it from the description box. Everything you want to know that is not inside the promo deck, you can also let us know in the comments and we'll find out the answer for you. So we hope that this video helped you with your renovation journey. And as always, remember to follow all our socials. Click here for more, click here to what, and cut to the bloopers.
Wow, that was you say that in one breath.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Tiring 哇，我讲到流汗呢，你也是流汗呢，为什么？你在听而已。
因为我肥了。